Hey guys, my name is Roberta and today I'm going to show you guys my top 10 favorite Japanese 3DS games, and a lot of these games have not been released in the West yet, so you would only exclusively be able to play them if you own a Japanese 3DS. But these games do not work on an English 3DS because it is region locked, so yeah. But why I started playing Japanese 3DS titles is because I remember always buying a lot of 3DS games at EB Games and JBA and such, but it did reach a point when I suddenly started to get bored waiting on new 3DS games to release. So I went online to find more games to play, and one game caught my attention, which was called Tomodachi Collection, which we now know as Tomodachi Life, but unfortunately at the time it was only available to play on a Japanese 3DS, along with Fantasy Life, Harvest Moon 3 Seasons and such. And so I imported a Japanese 3DS with those three games, and since then I was completely hooked. I always bought games to play in Japanese, but some may ask, do I understand Japanese to play these games? And of course I do, but along the lines there are some kanji words that I'm not too familiar with, but it doesn't stop me from enjoying this game. And yeah, it's always fun to continue learning, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and we're going to get straight into it now. So the first game I'd like to show you guys is actually just a digital version because I really couldn't wait for it to be shipped out when it first released. I just wanted to play at 12 AM midnight on the launch day. So here we have Monster Hunter Double Cross. Monster Hunter Double Cross, which is the extended version of Monster Hunter Cross, or as we know it as Monster Hunter Generations. It does include new flagship monsters such as Valfalk, 2 new combat styles, which is Alchemy and Brave style, new research facilities that help you unlock the ability to transmog armor and weapons. So if there was a particular event armor or armor in general that you always like to strut in, but at the same time you wanted to keep the armor skills of a different armor set, you can definitely do that with the new transmog feature in this game, which I thought was super cool. And of course Monster Hunter Double Cross does include G rank quests, which is what a lot of people were looking for in Monster Hunter Generations. However, I don't play this on the 3DS anymore because I also got it on the Nintendo Switch, which is what I have here. And when you data transfer, you literally take everything from the 3DS to the Nintendo Switch, meaning that your 3DS save file will no longer be there. So you really have to commit to whichever console you want to play on. But otherwise, another hundreds of hours invested in this game. It's my favorite game of all time. I highly recommend it. I do absolutely love the Monster Hunter franchise. So yeah, have a look out for that one. So next game that we have is Theatrhythm Dragon Quest. If you've ever played any of the Theatrhythm Final Fantasy games, this is going to be very similar, but of course with its own Dragon Quest twist to it. And on the cover you can see you've got the cute little slime monster, the slime knight, Jessica Alba, Torneko, and many others. And because I'm a huge Dragon Quest fan, there is a huge pool of soundtracks from all the main Dragon Quest games, so if you're also a fan, I definitely recommend adding this one to your collection. Another Dragon Quest game that I have here is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 3. Now, they've also already released the extended version called Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 3 Professional. I know that's quite a mouthful, but I guess the main difference is that it is a much more expanded version of this one, with more monsters added, monster fusions of course, an expanded storyline, and you can data transfer if you've got the first game into Professional, but I'm holding back for now on getting Professional because there's still a lot of games I still haven't finished. But anyways, I absolutely love playing Dragon Quest Monster series because you can scout and recruit a huge variety of monsters, kind of like Pokemon, but Dragon Quest Monster Joker 3 in particular gives you the ability to ride the monsters, and any monster whether they are gigantic or tiny, you can ride them. You can definitely ride them. It's a lot of fun. And also different monsters, as you progress through the game, they will have different abilities to help you through the game. And yeah, and there's a competitive mode in the game where you can form your strongest monster party to battle other players online. So yeah, it's an amazing game and I really enjoy, so look out for that one too. Youkai Watch Sangokushi. This is a spin-off game from the Youkai Watch series, and in Japan the mainline Youkai Watch game is already up to Youkai Watch 3, Sushi and Tempura, and that was only released mid last year, but also around December of 2016 they also released a more consolidated version called Youkai Watch Tsukiyaki. So yeah, they are constantly pumping out Youkai Watch games in Japan because it's super popular over there. But anyways, from the title, as you can already tell, this is based off a very popular turn-based RPG called Singokushi, or the West would refer to it as Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And there's a huge range of platforms that you can also play this on. This I mean by Singokushi. The 3DS, Xbox, PS2, PC, Nintendo Switch, but that's only available in Japan though. Any platforms, even mobiles, you can play on. So yeah, it's quite an enjoyable game, so look out for that. But Singokushi, this is just the Youkai Watch twist to it. So yeah. Another game I really enjoy playing is Monster Strike, and originally this game released only on mobile devices as a freemium puzzle game, just like Puzzle and Dragons, but around late 2015 this game released on the 3DS, and it's also an anime, so you can check that out. But basically it's a game where you've got a wave of monsters on the screen, and using the monsters in your party, you would kind of like launch them into the monsters, and it causes like something called a bump combo across the screen where it's just like bouncing around and all that. And when you're doing that, that's a way for you to take down the monsters, and it's a very simple game. You can download it on the Google Play Store or App Store for you to try it out. But yeah, but this is the version just for the 3DS, which is really fun and addicting. Next one that we've got is Attack on Titan Humanity in Chains. If you have the first game, you can transfer the data from there into this one, because this is basically the extended version of the first game with just the added multiplayer, more characters, weapons, and other DLC. And the combat animation is quite enjoyable, but to some it may seem repetitive, killing X amount of titans within a certain time frame and other objectives and such. But I absolutely love it, and I would recommend it if you're an Attack on Titan fan, definitely. And also I picked this up around late 2014, so yeah. Kenka Banchou 6 Soul and Blood. So the same developers, Spike Chunsoft on the 3DS for Attack on Titan, also developed this game, Kenka Banchou 6 Soul and Blood. And as you can see, I consider these the black box games because they are recommended for mature audiences around ages 15 to 17. So anytime you see a game in a black case, it's most likely for mature audiences. But anyways, Kenka Banchou 6 is a beaten up game where you're playing as a delinquent in an all-boys high school filled with many other troublemakers and delinquents, kind of like a young Yakuza members set in a high school. But you can participate in some festivals, school curricular activities like volleyball, surfing, studying and such, and even take on a part-time job. And a lot of these consist of side quests and mini games, so there's a little bit more than just beating people up and other delinquents. But other than that, yeah, have a look out for this game. So the next game that we have here is called Sumikko Gurashi, omise hajimerunです, or Sumikko Gurashi, start a shop. Now, basically, Sumiko Gurashi, there are multiple translations for this, like Corner Life, Adventures in Cuddly Corners, Cuddling in Corners and such, but basically, Sumiko Gurashi has all these cute and adorable creatures. And so this one is called Penguin, this one's Shirakuma, Neko, Tonkatsu, and his little friend Ebihurai, Shippo, and others too. But these characters work together in this game to manage a variety of shops, from cafes, gyms, takoyaki shops, bookstores and such. And in each store they have their own mini games that you can play from to earn a variety of items that you can collect, and also obtain different outfits that you can wear for your stores. And also you can take really nice screenshots in this game, which is what I really like, so you can share them around with friends. But also it's an extremely adorable simulation game, so if you're a fan of Sumiko Gurashi, you can definitely pick this one up. And there's also 3 other Sumiko Gurashi games on the 3DS available, so look out for that one. But yeah. So we've got 2 more games to go, but this next one is called Gudetama Okawari Ikagassuka. And this game is another very cute, simple minigame based type of game where you and Gudetama are basically running a shop, and with that you will be playing a lot of minigames to collect and earn something called Gude points, or Gude points as you can I know. And okay, anyways, and you can use these Gude points to decorate your shop with furniture and appliances that you can buy to make it look super nice. But the main thing about this game would have to be the variety of recipes and dishes that you can make that include eggs in them. And because Gudetama is basically the lazy egg yolk in this game, that's the main gist of it. But you can also make cupcakes, pancakes, ice creams and such. There's just so many recipes that you can make, which is what I find very enjoyable. And Gudetama is my favorite Sanrio character, which makes this all the more enjoyable to play this game. So the very last game that I have here is called Taiko no tatsujin, Chibi Dragon to不思議なオーブ, or Taiko no tatsujin, Tiny Dragon and the Mysterious Orb. If you're not too familiar with Taiko no tatsujin games, it's basically a taiko drum rhythm game where it would often include the latest hit anime, J-pop, rock music and other latest popular Japanese music that released around the same time as this game. There is something called Taiko mode, where you just basically play any songs from the playlists that you like, and also there's an adventure mode where you help the Doncha, who's this happy taiko drum here, and the tiny dragon get through the mysterious world and at the same time learn more about this mysterious orb. And the majority of the time you would defeat monsters just by playing through songs that they throw at you, and the more beats that you hit, the faster the monster will die or be defeated. But Taiko no Tatsujin and Theatrhythm would have to be my 2 most favorite rhythm games of all time, and also Rhythm Paradise if you've ever played that one. And you can also download Taiko no Tatsujin on the mobile device if you have a Japanese account, if you're curious on trying this game out. It's very addicting, and to be honest, I don't play or listen to any Japanese music, but through these taiko games, the songs are very enjoyable, and I ended up like scouting some of them out anyway, so yeah, have a look out for that one. But Taiko no Tatsujin, very popular Japanese rhythm game. So there you have it, guys. These are my top 10 most favorite Japanese 3DS games to play of all time. And if you want to see a gameplay of any of these games, just let me know. I can do a short gameplay and show you some footage of some of these games, because I do have a Japanese 3DS capture card, but I don't use it as much as I do anymore. But other than that, let me know what else you guys would want to have a look at. I do have so many Japanese 3DS games. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.